Ever wondered how some people seem to always get their way, as if they have an unseen hand guiding people towards their desires? To a deep dive into the world of psychological manipulation, a realm where words become tools and minds become playthings. We're uncovering the first technique of dark manipulation. Second, we have gaslighting. It's a subtle, insidious form of manipulation that could range from denying previous events to dismissing the person's feelings as irrational or non-existent. Second in line is the love bombing technique, technique number 2. In this case, manipulators inundate their targets with affection and praise, only to pull back abruptly. This sudden shift leaves individuals feeling insecure and keen to reclaim the approval of the manipulator. Technique 3, the third technique, triangulation, involves using a third person to validate the manipulator's perspective and undermine the victim's confidence. It's a classic divide and rule strategy. Fear of missing out, or FOMO, forms the fourth tactic, technique 4. The manipulator creates a sense of urgency, implying that failing to act could result in lost opportunities. Mirroring, the fifth technique, involves copying the target's behaviors, tastes, or attitudes to establish a bond and a sense of familiarity. Technique 5. Next in line is the silent treatment. Technique 6. This method involves ignoring or marginalizing the victim as a form of retribution, leading to them feeling undervalued and compelling them to seek the attention of the manipulator. Number 7 on the list is victim blaming. Technique 7. In this approach, the manipulator craftily transfers the blame onto the victim, making them shoulder the guilt and responsibility for the manipulator's actions or dilemmas. Technique 8, feigning innocence, is when the manipulator pretends ignorance or innocence when caught doing something wrong. This is the 8th technique. Coming in at number 9 is diversion. Technique number 9. This involves changing the subject to avoid accountability or to shift the focus from a problematic topic. Technique 10, preying on insecurities, involves exploiting the victim's weaknesses or insecurities to gain control. This is the 10th technique. Technique 11, shaming, is a method where the manipulator makes the victim feel inferior, thereby establishing dominance. Technique 12, projecting. This involves the manipulator attributing their own negative traits or actions onto the victim. This is the 12th technique. 13th is baiting. Technique 13. This is when the manipulator deliberately annoys or angers the victim to provoke an emotional reaction. Technique 14, isolation, involves cutting the victim off from their support systems to make them more dependent on the manipulator. This is the 14th technique in our series. And finally, the last technique, technique 15, double bind, presents the victim with two undesirable options, trapping them in a situation where they can't win. In conclusion, manipulation is a complex, multifaceted phenomenon. The 15 techniques we've explored today, from gaslighting to the double bind, are just a few of the ways people can twist words and actions to control others. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect ourselves and others from psychological manipulation. Having come this far, we hope you found this video enlightening. If you did, please click on the YouTube symbol and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on similar content. Don't forget to hit the bell button for notifications, and if you found this video helpful, smash that like symbol. And most importantly, share this video with your friends, family, and anyone who you think could benefit from this knowledge. Your support helps us create more informative content like this. Thank you for your time, and remember, your understanding can be someone else's shield. Stay safe, stay aware.